Tap in the room. They're just having me a little oatmeal this morning. A soldier of truth. Listen to me close. A soldier of truth, he must always what? March forward or move forward. Right? As she, truth, indicates to any loyal man. Listen to me real close. Because when you do that, any upright, any man standing on his square would know that a soldier of truth is not a option. It's a mandate. We're obligated to expose truth. Watch this. Only death is what makes us pause. That's why I never understood how people can give up because it gets tight. You know, anybody can get applause for easy street. But when you're destined for greatness and you are covered and saturated in purpose and favor, the pain, man, is just pain. Betty right there, no pain, no gain. Watch this. I tell people this all the time. Well, I used to tell people this all the time. You know, I lost my son first. Caused me a lot of trauma. I never really was good at expressing emotions. I had a lot of that stuff in, and then my brother passed. And I can honestly say, this is the first year since my brother passed away on his birthday that I haven't shed a tear. I just feel at peace. And I feel good about it. I think he'd be 30 something. 37, I think. He's 3 years younger than Keita. Because Keita should have been 40. Keita be 40 this year. Or 41. So yeah, Greg could be 37 today, or 36. Mm-hmm. He's a good kid. I tell people all the time, people say, man, you so tall. Did you play basketball? I said, I never did. I played street ball with my stepdad all the time. We used to run full court at Lincoln every Saturday morning when I was a kid. And then I taught my brother some basic skills, but I never was really into sports. I used to sit with my Uncle Hoppy and watch boxing. And he liked baseball. I didn't like baseball. But this is the first year that I haven't shed a tear. I mean, this is my brother's birthday. Usually February, July, and October is a real bad month for me. My grandmother died in October. My son passed, I believe it was in August. June. My brother passed in July. And those months are real traumatic for me. But the thing about it, when you're a soldier of truth, you have to move forward because you never know who's watching your life. When I pastor, I should tell my people all the time, don't let people see you quit. Because you might be the person that throws somebody up, make them hang herself. I have a lot of people, and some are silent, they really count on me to do the right thing. And that's why I've been so persistent in calling out corruption and trying to do what's right, because I've reaped a lot of years of pain fucking up. And I'm almost 60 years old, man. I ain't got time. I know I'm loud. Hell with that. That's the problem with America. And if you have not noticed, everybody that speaks loud, think about it. Cat Williams, they try to get him. A whole lot of celebrities. And they label them with all this stuff, and it really wasn't them. I'm not a celebrity, but I'm just saying, people don't like the truth. And if we give up because we're under pressure, that's a sign of weakness. And as a man, I got to stand strong because there's some little kids out here depending on me. You know what I mean? There's some young men that watch my lives. I get emails all the time, people that reach out, and I do it anonymous, but I'm on a mission. And you know, whether I never, uh, you know, uh, have another relationship or whatever, man, I'm so focused. It's a painful journey, but the thing about it, race ain't given to the swift. I've had a whole bunch of people that are gone on now. I'm still here. Sometimes I'm weak, sometimes I'm strong, sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm sad, but guess what? I'm still fighting. And despite of what people say, I listen to a song. I'm gonna let you go. Uh, uh, I don't care what it looks like, and don't get it twisted. Church is in me. I'm just disappointed with the traditional structure of church. Church is in me. You hear what I'm telling you? You know that Bible from Genesis to Revelation. Break it down from church I grew up in. Kids were in Bible study. We had Tuesday morning prayer meeting. We had Friday night Bible study. Then we had Sunday morning. And I mean, in the reviews, and it was like some serious questions. When you got kids looking around, and a lot of the thing that really makes me laugh is all the kids that shunned me when I was a kid. They went to prison, and I've been to prison. Some of them dead, you know. And good God has spared me, man, and helped me. I haven't aged a bit. If I had teeth in my mouth, you wouldn't know how old I was. You know, and I used to dye my beard a lot. And I said, you know what, I'm just not gonna worry about it. We born to die, and it's a sign of wisdom. So I can't be that dumb. It's a lot of gray hair, man, under 60 years old. But I just wanted to leave that thought with you. Don't ever get mixed with people's antics. People really do a lot of trauma. And my son, when he passed, and my brother, that just really messed me up. And I went through both of those journeys pretty much by myself, outside of the young lady I was courting at the time. But uh, those were some painful experiences. And I don't give a happy what nobody say. Men are emotional creatures. We all are. We're made in God's image. And when it rains, he's crying. So, God has to be an emotional person. I just believe that. I just wanted to tell you that today. I just really feel good. I feel at peace for some reason today. And usually I'm a mess on my brother's birthday and the anniversary of his death. I always kind of be messed up. And even through all the stuff I've been through this last short time of life, I'm thankful I've been left here for a purpose. And I don't think I've been put here to run game on people and uh, scream out corruption. I think that this should be an enlightenment. And I want to reach out to this if there ever any fraternal men watching. Uh, we have to be a better example, man. People can't depend on the church, they crooks. They talk about Masons, they say we crooks. They talk about Eastern Star, they say they crook. They talk about the missionary. Everybody's crook. Who's right? We all can't be right. Somebody's wrong. And somebody's got to step up to the plate because the thing about it, people are looking at us. And whether we active, non-active in church or fraternal order, it doesn't matter. We all on the way to hell in a hell basket. All of our hands are dirty. We all filthy rags. And until we swallow a humble pill, we're not gonna make it in this life. So I want to say to you, uh, keep your head up, man. I'm gonna keep fighting. Yeah, I'm gonna keep fighting. And I've been noticing a lot of stuff about the different law enforcement here in Ohio. I just think it's sad. And the ones that's supposed to be doing right, sit back and watch this stuff. Our children get violated. You know, we die off. We lead our children and do certain things. And the next thing we know, we got a whole generation doing the same crap. It really makes you insane. You're doing the same thing over and over again, looking for the same result. That makes you insane. And we got to cut that out. It's cute when these little boys is cussing and, moms is hair up and everything. You go to the house and visit them and see your kids, the kids' hair ain't cut. I mean, we got to do better. We just got to do better. You know, that's your Black History nugget for today. And we just got to do better. And I'm just glad that good Lord allowed me to try to be the best example I can be. I'm not perfect. I'm not flawless. I'm not without fault. The one thing I am is a just and upright man. And if I tell you something, you bet your you bet your bottom dollar on it that it's going to come to pass. I got an email yesterday, some news, and it's just I want somebody to go watch that movie Green Mile today. Watch that movie. You can kind of understand sometimes what be going through my head. That man would take on people's pain if he had to try to find a way to release it. We gotta be careful, man. Time is short. We don't know how much time we got. Time in life is but a vapor. Just but a vapor. And I just want to say a special shout out, or not shout out, but a prayer to the family in Cleveland, that Uber driver. And this world is just, we walk around these 88 counties like we in California or Texas. In this state alone, I fit inside both of them states 2, 3, 4 times. And we allow all this corruption and stuff to go on. But you got to quit hiding behind masks. Got to quit being hypocrites. Got to be a little more open-minded and be direct. People really want leaders. They don't want puppets. I'm here to tell you. Because if I wanted to be a puppet, I could be making a whole bunch of money being a slave to the system, doing what they need me to do, corrupt. I'm not doing that. Mm-mm. And I'm not going to do it. And I'm just a firm believer. If you don't have an opportunity, if you don't have a door, build your own door. Start with your frame, build your own door, and you walk in it. That's how you do it. It's just how you got to do it. That's what I did. That's how I did it. And it's a journey. It's a serious journey, but it's called life. And life is life, and we got to just let life keep lifing. You can't control it. You can manage your life. You can manage your time, but you can't control it. Time is the only currency where you don't get no change. Once you spend your time, it's over. That's it. You don't get no more. You can't get it back. You can make up for it, but you can never get that time back. It's a memory now. Then we got to quit. Fraternal men in this state, I don't want to be a part of this table discussion, but I think it's time that you all sit down and have a table think tank. I think that this mask that we all have worn, I exclude myself because that's a lot of the reason I ran into some issues with them, is because you don't appoint me to a seat and expect me to keep my mouth shut. A leader leads, and I think with 2 Grand Lodges in Ohio under the same whatever. You got PHA here. You got a lot of other. I think it's all time for y'all to sit down. Colored Masons, you need to sit down and have a conversation, because the route you're going, it ain't gonna work for you. God don't play, and you know good and well. We all defending and fighting each other, but we got people that are civilians, and they call us Luciferians. And you know that we're not devil worshippers. We take an open obligation. If you don't believe in God or a higher power, you can't even be a Mason. Now, I don't know about the 33rd part. I know the Scottish Rite. I don't know nothing about no devil in there. And I got all kind of books, hundreds of books on the Scottish Rite. I don't know nothing about that. So I never heard of that. We got to quit fighting each other. As colored Masons, you got to quit fighting each other. Sit down and talk, get your differences out. If you can't agree, if the brother's not worthy, fine. If he is worthy, you have no right to defame a brother because of the letter that he carries on his back. And I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair to these Grand Lodges. They have brothers that really want to reach across the table and have conversations, but people in these higher degrees and houses prohibit that. I don't think that's right. I think that's hypocritical. And I think that instead of putting people that are not qualified in seats, I think you ought to just deal with the pressure and the blessing that God gives you and let them assist you in getting where you need to be. Because there's nothing like a movement that has people in place that do not know their job descriptions, they don't know their seat, they don't know nothing. It's where the regalia and a whole bunch of mouth, and they backed by the Grand Lodge. That's unacceptable. Anybody knows me, any colored Mason, any non-colored Mason, I know that book. I know those rituals. And I know Masonic law. I don't play games. And I stand on what I stand on. And that's truth. That's truth. Okay, so I wanted to give you that. And I want to dedicate this live day to my baby brother. Rest his heart. And take care. Travel light. Keep it tight. Just do right. I'm out. Brother D fam. That's who I am. Have a good one. Make it a great day. Why you always laying at my feet? I guess I am the king. You're laying at my feet. Bless your heart, sheep.